Hi and welcome to my first episode of the Recession Project. 2020 has been a year, a year for many in so many different ways. Australia has been affected from the bushfires from January. I think right now there are bushfires happening over in California, in America, and globally we've got this pandemic. In July 2020, Australia announced it is technically in a recession. It has been very scary times for a lot of people, job losses, uncertainty, health. The world is a very unknown place at the moment. And from what I've seen talking to my followers on my Instagram page and you guys through YouTube, I thought, what can I do to help reduce those stresses, the uncertainty with times and what we can do moving ahead. So I bring you the Recession Project. I've done this in a few series. Series number 1, so episode 1 is going to be focused around groceries, which is what today's episode is. I do weekly grocery hauls on my Instagram page, which I'll leave here if you want to check it out. And I always give tips every Wednesday on how you can reduce those. And what I'm going to do today in today's video is turn them into actual meals. Now you will see throughout the video that I don't use a lot of jars and packaged food because that is what you pay for. If you make your own sauces, your own crackers, you are putting the time into it and you're not paying for someone else to do it and to package those foods. You buy biscuits, you are paying for someone to package them, label them, brand them, ship them out. So I'm going to work with some big pantry staples today and we're going to make some delicious food using lots of flavor that the whole family will enjoy because my children love everything I have cooked. I have tested it. This cooking was done about 2 or 3 weeks ago and I can confirm everything we have eaten has been amazing. Everything my kids have eaten, I've gotten the thumbs up on. I'll even show you in the video how I actually turned some of these little food prep ideas into an actual meal, and I'll explain that in the video. Now, I'm not a professional cook. I am a stay-at-home mum. Yes, these recipes have sugar in them. Some of them don't. There are alternatives you could use. You could use, instead of the chicken, tofu to make it vegetarian. I'm using what my family like to eat and I know they will eat. I'd love to hear if you cook these recipes, the alternatives that you use to make them any different. Share them below, tag me on my Instagram page. I'd love to see what you make, what your kids eat, what you eat, and the savings you have made. So what I want to do today is share over 20 recipes on some home-cooked breakfast, lunch, dinners, and snacks that you can make at home. Everything I have cooked with today has cost under $150, but I must disclaim that when I purchase the products where I live, it's probably very different to where you live. It might cost you a bit more, it might cost you a bit less. I may have purchased some of these things on sale where you are, or you might buy them now, they're not on sale. So please keep that in mind. This is to give you ideas on how you can reduce your grocery bill. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Joanne from Her Ordinary Mum, and today we are cooking food prep style. So I have gone out to the shops and everything I have purchased I'll be using today to cook, and everything came in under $150. Depending on where you live, that might vary a little bit, but I have got some dinner, breakfast, lunch, snacks, school snacks, crackers, dips, the whole shebang. So if you're interested to find out how to do some budget cooking and reduce the cost you spend on groceries, keep watching. Okay, so first off, I'm actually going to get a lamb Rogan Josh cooking. This is the brand I like. I don't usually use jar food because it is more expensive because you're paying someone to produce this for you. But these were half price and they're very versatile and handy to have as a mum who just wants to get something on cooking and don't have to worry about having all these ingredients in the pantry and the fiddly stuff to produce this here. So I'm going to be using 2 jars of this, purely for the fact that I'm using some lamb shoulder chops. I got these from the Marinelle farm. This is where we purchase all our red meat from. So I've actually thawed this out. I'm actually going to slow cook the meat in this pot. And then this can just get portioned up into the freezer and can get served with rice, couscous, cauliflower rice, mashed potato, whatever you want. The meat component is done. The other thing I do with this jar here, or any other jar food, and you would have seen on my other YouTube videos, I look at actually what is on the jar. And this jar here has got tomatoes. This jar's got tomatoes, onion, I think it's got some ginger. So I'm actually going to find what I've got and top it up with some of these just to make my meal go even further. A large bag of chicken wings from Cold. I'm basically going to put these into a pot. Let's use this one here. I'm going to put in onion, celery, carrot, and this is a homemade chicken stock I have made. It is a concentrated stock, so I'll put that in as well. And then with the bones, once this is finished, I'm actually going to keep the bones from this, and then I can make another chicken stock for another meal. So next thing I might do is a pumpkin soup. I've got 2 cooking on the hot plate and I've got 2 more elements left. I need 1 to do my pancakes. So if I get this on, I can then start to do some savoury things. So I've just put the oven on to heat up and I'm being very efficient with my time that way. We're now going to move on to some baking. I have got muffins, cakes, loaves to make. So this little thing here is going to get a workout today. I think what we're going to start with is one of my favourites, might be for dessert this afternoon, is banana cake. So for this banana cake, I'm actually using an actual recipe from the Edmonds Cookery book. I love this banana cake, and I think it's because you mix the hot milk with the baking soda. With this one here, the only thing I do change is I put in more bananas. We just like a real banana-y flavoured banana cake. So I usually put in 5 or 6, not the 4 medium ones. So I'm going to get this on cooking now. So let's just give an update. Pumpkin soup is slowly cooking. Chicken soup up there is slowly cooking. Once the chicken is cooked and the bones, I can literally pull off the chicken. I'll then pull all the bones out and put all the veggies in. The slow cooked lamb Rogan Josh is doing really well. And then I've just put the cake in the oven. Now I've got a little bit of room in the oven, but I think what I might do is I've got this tray here to use to make some pancakes. So I think what I'm going to do is do my hog pancakes. You've seen them before on a recent YouTube video. I'm going to show you again, but I'm actually going to make Little Miss some unicorn pancakes. So what I'm going to do is get some blueberries, some raspberries, and blitz them up along with the spinach, and then put like a dollop of each color onto the pancake to make a unicorn pancake. I haven't tried this before. It could totally fail. I've tried once before doing something else and it totally failed. So let's just see how that goes. And then by the time the pancakes are done, the cake should just about be done. And I think I might start doing the date loaf, and then we can move on to muffins and other yummy treats. do an update. I've got a few more of the pancakes to go, a whole heap there. This is the mixture left to cook up. Pumpkin soup is doing really, really well. I've just turned that down to simmer. I've turned the lamb Rogan Josh off. It can just sit there. Chicken soup is turned off. I need to cool down to pull the bones out. I have got the date loaf cooking. In my freezer, I have started flash freezing the first batch of pancakes. And I'm about to take that banana cake out of the tin. I think I might be up to muffins next. I'm going to check my list because I had a massive list of things done. I don't want to overcram that area because it's getting really, really hot. So I just want to get a bit of a tidied up done, finish off the cooking, and then look at what's next to do. Okay, moving on, we are going to do apple cinnamons. I do have a recipe for this on my Instagram page. I'm going to tweak it a little bit because I don't have almond meal, but right now we're going to do a large batch of apple and cinnamon muffins, which my kids love. So back over with the chicken. I have just pulled all the bones off of the chicken wings. I didn't show that process because, I don't know, you might not like the look of it. So I'm literally going to chuck in these veggies now. Carrot, onion, celery. This is going to go on a very slow simmer until the veggies are cooked. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and it's done. So if you want something to hold on. Okay, I am still drinking my tea, but I've gotten a bit of motivation back, so I'm going to continue. We are going to make, we're going to do chocolate treats. I got dark chocolate and light chocolate. So we're going to do some homemade flavoured treats. I'm going to use condensed milk, coconut flakes, and do like a Bounty bar style chocolate. I'm going to use some caramel filling and some peanuts to make a caramel peanut filling. I'm also going to make a banana peanut butter treat, which is just bananas, chocolate, peanut butter, melted, gooey. It's really nice. And then we're going to make some muesli bars. So I think what we might do first is, because the muesli bars have to cook, we'll get them started and into the oven. Okay, now to the chocolate molds. What I'm going to do is melt these down in the microwave, make my fillings, and let's just hope for the best. I've never done this before, but I think it could work. Let's just see how we go.
'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fatherland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Soup, I'm going to blitz it up in my NutriBullet and then put it in containers, and that is done. Next, into this pot here, I've just washed this up from the pumpkin soup. I'm going to make my spaghetti bolognese. I have made this before, good family staple, we're making it again. Okay, that is the lamb Rogan Josh. Now, mine was actually full of bones because it was a lamb shoulder. So what I might do is go through. Well, I don't know. Do I pick the bones out? Do I just sort of package it up and it can be like a sort of a lamb Rogan Josh stew? I think I might leave the bones on it. I've made the decision. I'm leaving the bones on it. I'm going to get this put into containers and ready for freezing. Next, my workstation is getting filthy, but I am just rolling with it because I want to try and get this done. And as much as possible in my time frame, we are going to do a bit of a potato medley. This would be great in your fridge for about a week, kind of prepping your food to complement a meal. So I'm going to do some sweet potato toast, and then on the other half of this pan here, I'm just going to chop up a bunch of different potatoes and put them in and get them roasting.
keep this very plain. I was going to do rosemary on it, but I think I'll just do a little bit of salt and pepper on the potatoes and put it in, and that's why that way it is quite versatile for any meal. I'm going to get this put into some containers. Okay, there we go. Chicken soup is being put in containers. I'm now going to use the same pot. Yes, the same pot because I'm cooking chicken again. I'm going to poach some chicken. Really handy, so you can just take it out the freezer, add it to a vegetarian soup to make chicken. You can add it to basic meals. You can add it to a tomato sauce. You can put it through pasta. You can make burritos out of it. It's just handy to have prepped, cooked meat in your freezer. So that is what I'm going to do now. I've just taken my homemade chocolate bounties out of the freezer. Oh my god, they are so good. That is really, really nice. I just ran out of chocolate at the very end. Oh, they're really good. Container these up and they can go back in the fridge. And I'm going to do the peanut caramel version now. Let's do an update. I have got the taco mince cooked, just the 500 grams. Spaghetti bolanaise, all cooked, just letting that cool down. Poaching 4 chicken breasts. Potato medley is cooking away. I'm still flash freezing the pancakes. They're coming down really well. I've just frozen the dark chocolate. I've got the white chocolate just setting. More pancakes to be flash frozen, to cut up and to flash freeze. Okay, I'm going to shred the chicken. I like using my KitchenAid. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen what I've done before. I'm not the only person who has done this. I'm sure I'm not the first person to have done this. But basically, I put the chicken breast into the KitchenAid with the mixer and shred. Potatoes are all cooked. I'm going to put them into a container. This will last us a couple of days in the fridge. And to this, you could make like a warm salad. You could add meat to it. It could be a side dish. You could put eggs on top of the sweet potato. This is just really handy to have, and I had the time to cook it. Okay, next we're going to be doing some side dishes. I'm going to be doing a tzatziki dip, some pickled cucumbers, and some pickled onions. Very, very simple. We'll do the tzatziki dip first. This is great to accompany Indian dishes. If you would have like chicken fajitas, that'd be nice on the side, or just on the weekend if you want to have some dips and crackers. Really, really handy. I am cooking some crackers later on, and this dip would be lovely with them. You can grate the cucumber. I'm cutting mine up purely for the fact that my grater is in the dishwasher. I usually make this once a week, and it doesn't usually make it to the end of the week. But depending on when your yogurt is due to expire, you should get quite a bit of fridge life out of it. So I put 2 big scoops of Greek yogurt into a container, into a jar. Half a cucumber. I'm going to add some garlic. I do prefer fresh, but I do have this one here, so I might as well use it up first. And a squig of lemon juice. and give it a stir. Now you pretty much just add the flavorings till you get a consistency and flavor that you like. And for us, that's perfect. That'll go into the fridge. Next is pickled cucumber. This would be really nice if you're having hamburgers, cheese platter, just to have by itself, on top of a warm salad. You just need to get your cucumber. These are just glass jars that I have recycled and reusing. And you're going to fill it up with white vinegar. The longer that sits, the sweeter the cucumbers, or the more tart the cucumbers will come. And we'll do the exact same thing to make some pickled onion. Again, pickled onion would be nice tossed through a salad, to have on a cheese board, to add to a sandwich. So you could do like a cheese, pickled onion, chicken sandwich would be really nice. Or if you wanted some really cost-effective gift ideas, these would be nice. Just get a nice little glass jar, a ribbon, and you could dress these up as a gift for someone for Christmas, birthday, anniversary, for your neighbour, whatever it might be. And simple again, we're just going to add vinegar. There's no need to put sugar or salt into it. The white vinegar does its job, trust me. I've made this so many times. Pickled cucumber, pickled onion.
Then with banana bites out the freezer, put on peanut butter, turn them into sandwiches and back into the freezer. If I had chocolate, I would have dipped them in chocolate as well. Now this is just a dinner idea. So all I had to do tonight was take out the shredded chicken I already had in the freezer, wrap it up to make some chicken fajitas, put my homemade salsa on top and chicken and cook it. And it was a very, very simple dinner for a very busy day. I served it with the rice I had made in the chicken stock, which added a nice flavor to it, and made a very simple salsa to put on the side. My family were very, very happy with what they had for dinner that night. So I decided today to make some cheese and Vegemite scrolls out of the dough or the pizza base. Pretty simple. I rolled it out with my hands, put in some butter, I put in a little bit of Vegemite, as you can see, not too much because they are for little mouths. Vegemite is a thing we have in Australia here. I sprinkled on some cheese, rolled it up into a log, cut and baked. Very, very big hit. And the children and the adults really enjoyed this one.
But here I am, standing laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that cooking session. There was a lot involved, and look, I was gonna do it in one day. It ended up taking me a few days because reality kicked in. I had life things happen, children to look after. But one point I wanna leave with you before we finish the first episode is make your pantry and your fridge like a grocery store. I get asked all the time on how I decorate my pantry. And I can say up front, I don't decorate it for aesthetics to make it look nice. I actually do it to make it look like a grocery store. So when I open the fridge, I've got my dairy, I've got my meats, I've got all my fruit and veg. And in my pantry, I can go through and see all my spices, salt, peppers, sauces, flours, cereals, crackers. One, it makes me reduce my expenditure and waste because I can see what is there. And two, it makes me feel like I'm in a grocery store, so I don't feel like I have to pop out and buy something. Grocery stores set their stores up to make you want to purchase things that looks enticing. So turn your pantry, your fridge, your freezer, your shelving, your drawer, whatever you store your food in, to make it look appealing so you want to go in there and grab that food and cook with it. So I hope you enjoyed episode 1. Stay tuned for next week for episode 2. I'd love to hear your feedback on how you found this video, and we'll talk soon. Bye.